Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and today we'll discuss about the event loop. So when I start my journey to learn JavaScript, I have a curiosity that how JS code is executed. So I start research about that. So I learn lot of terminology like event loop, call stack, callback queue. So in this video, I will discuss all the concept and it is very important question if you see this is important interview point of view also. So let's begin our discussion. So JavaScript is a single threaded language. It means that code is executed line by line. Here I will describe everything how this code is executed in JS engine. Whatever the code is executed in JS engine, it is executed inside call stack. So it executed one thing at a time. Here I write some code for you to understand that how this code will execute in JS engine. When JS engine start to execute this code, it is first create a global execution context in the call stack. Inside global execution context, this code will execute line by line. Before starting enter code how it's working in the JS engine, I first numbering that this is line number 1, enter function will 2, and this set function is a 3, and this console log is a 4. Now line number 1 go to the call stack and execute immediately. So we have also a console where we can see the output of that code. So this is our console. Sorry. Uh, so this is our console. So line after executing line number 1, its output will be start here. After line number 1, it goes to line number 3. And we already know that set timeout is a asynchronous nature, so it's take time to execute, right? But so and this whole code go go for callback and which take time to execution. So also we know that JavaScript don't wait for anything, so it's go to line number 4. So this is simple console log. So it is go to the call stack and execute immediately. So now we can see in the console log start and after that end. After so there is a time for 1 second. After 1 second, this callback function go to the callback queue. So callback queue is nothing but where all your asynchronous code like set timeout is a asynchronous code that pushed into that callback queue. Now event loop come into the picture. So event loop constantly check the call stack. Is there any code that need to be executed? So in this example, there is no code to be executed. All the code are executed. So now callback event loop check the callback queue. There is any code that need to be executed. So in this example, there is a callback function which called a that need to be executed. So it take that function from callback queue and push into the call stack. So again, it create a execution context for a. So here is the execution context of a. Here and then it's called the function of a. Now this function line number 2 will execute. So now there is only one line console log. So this line will show in the console. This is block of A. I hope this video will explain all the concept how this code is executed. So I summarize all the thing in small section. So what is call stack, what is event loop, and what is callback queue. So call stack is nothing but where code is execute and calls its work like at a time it's execute one thing. And event loop is nothing but it is always check the call stack. Is there any code that need to be executed? If there is a no code, then it's check in the callback queue. If there is a code in the callback queue, so it's take from callback queue and push into call stack. So that is the role of event loop. And what is the callback queue? Callback queue is nothing but a queue that store all the asynchronous code and for and waiting that um, asynchronous code for execution. So that's from my side. Thank you so much for this video. I hope you enjoy this video.